Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, The Scorpion Effect. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling my vibe. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different because you all are very receptive to my little mini readings on the shorts. And one of the mini readings I recently did is what is challenging you in your love life, and you all seem to really like that. So I wanted to do a full reading for you all today on that, okay? I've gone ahead and I've already shuffled the cards just because I don't want the reading to be long. So I went ahead and shuffled them already, okay? So right away we have collective. I'm a straight shooter, so I'm going to tell you how it is, okay? I'm a Scorpio. If you're new here, just I'm not going to cuss you out. I'm gonna tell you how it is, okay? So right now, mentally, you are resisting change. That's the number one running theme here in this reading, okay? Real love needs transformation. Life requires transformation here. I feel like you feel like every time you've tried to change, or not really change, but have an open mind to love, or you've tried to transition into being more positive about love, you've been let down, you've been disappointed, you've been hurt, your heart has been broken. So right now you're like, no, I'm not changing how I view things because love ain't shit. Spirit is saying there's room for improvement here, okay? Stay firm on your boundaries. Of course, always have boundaries, of course, but in order for you to find love, you have to change your way of thinking, okay? People can tell when you're jaded. People can tell when you're bitter. And this is also about self-transformation as well. You can't keep doing the same things, collective, and expecting new results here, okay, with the Death card. Whether it's releasing something from the past, old habits, or a connection that just really hurt you, that you were stuck in for a while, you're afraid of letting that go. Like a part of you likes holding on to this person because you're like, I can still love them and just love them from afar, but that is hindering you, okay? You don't have to hold on to someone and love them in order to peacefully move on from them, okay? This is stalling energy. This is wanting things to stay the same, even though the cycle has run its course here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. Also Earth here. And the person that you haven't let go, or these old habits you haven't let go of, they're haunting you, okay? Because this is coming from a place of fear, okay? Fear of change, fear of endings, fear of the unknown, okay? And it is blocking you from finding the type of love that you want here, okay? Now, emotionally, your heart, you want independence and stability and abundance, okay? You don't want to be tied down to someone's strict rules or the restrictions of a relationship here. Some of you feel like in order to be in love with someone or to be in relationship with someone, you have to change everything about yourself, or have certain restrictions. Of course, certain relationships you need to be respectful, so certain things you can't do once you're in a relationship. But Spirit is saying you can have this and still change for the better, or have positive change, okay? There is someone out here that will allow you to be you and still have this freedom and still love you, okay? So it's not that it's not unattainable, it's attainable, okay? You truly desire emotional peace here, security, self-sufficiency. You don't want to build someone up. So you don't want a project person. You don't want a project man or a project woman where they are your constant project. You want someone already self-sufficient, who's on their game like you, because you are abundant. You've been able to build build an abundant life, independent life here. And I feel like a lot of you are meeting people who don't match your hustle, don't match your goals, your money, your finances, your stability, your peace. Your peace in home life feels better than any date, feels better than any person. And I completely understand. Okay? But you also have to be able to recognize and understand how to share this abundance, okay? And not look at it as if I get in a relationship, I won't be this free, okay? It's all about the partner you choose, okay? You want love, but you also want to feel like a whole person on your own. You don't want to be weighed down by, let's just say, the patriarchy, right? If you're a woman, you don't want to be with a man that's like, oh, I need my woman to be this way and quit her job and all this. You don't want to give up yourself for love. And this is where this death card is coming in. And Spirit is saying, when you find the right partner, they're not going to force you to change core things about yourself who makes you you. This death card in reverse is saying there's necessary things you need to change. There's communication here that could improve. There are things that needs to be tightened up, not really change. But when you have this energy, trust me, I know, because I'm a Scorpio and I'm abundant and I am very independent, so I get it. You feel like I can do bad by myself. I'm not going to bend because no one has been worth it to me yet. No one has been able to come in and give me this 9 of Pentacles. I'm always the 9 of Pentacles for that person. But Spirit is saying this change is not for the other person. This change is for you. For you here, okay? I get it though. I get it. But your heart is open, but it doesn't want to be restricted, okay? You have done a lot of work on your emotions. You've done a lot of work to rebuild your heart again. And you're like, I'm not going to give up where I am here to go back to feeling broken. And I totally get that. Okay. Now, Spirit's advice, there's healing that needs to happen. I feel like there were relationships you haven't fully recovered from. Maybe you all didn't have the proper closure or endings here, and it left you with a lot of unanswered questions and unfinished business kind of feeling here. But Spirit is saying there is an imbalance with miscommunication or emotional mismatch here, okay? It needs to be addressed, okay? There's a disconnection in a current connection or situation. I feel like it's more of a situationship than like a relationship. It's someone that you've known for a while. Like this is still a burden to you. It's actually holding you back, okay? There needs to be mutual understandings here. I feel like both of you don't communicate well here or something like that. Both of you created misunderstandings here. This is not just on one person. There's emotional walls here. One person is giving more than the other. And Spirit is advising you to be mindful of energetic imbalance here, okay? And not to force a union that isn't aligned. Because if you try to force this, you're going to constantly feel like you're put in a box. And you don't want to be put in a box here, collective. And Spirit is saying what's blocking you is holding on to a connection that is draining you, okay? And that it doesn't make you feel free in your emotions. You don't feel like you can express yourself the way you want to here, okay? Now, what's blocking you? This is interesting. Ooh. What's blocking you is the Magician in reverse. There's untapped potential here, okay? There's insecurities here and mixed signals, okay? You may be struggling with confidence. You could be feeling powerless in your love life or dating life. This is you not really knowing how to communicate your feelings. This is you walking on eggshells to communicate. Fear of being vulnerable here because you've put your heart out there before and it left you with this 2 of Cups ending in reverse. you kind of feel like you don't have what it takes to have a healthy love life, and that's not true. That's not true. You have to start healing here. You are still fixated on all the hurt you've been through here. I feel like you'll move on and heal partially from one relationship, and then you'll get into a new relationship, and that'll unlock new insecurities or new challenges that now you have to heal from. And Spirit is saying you have to take the proper time to invest in yourself and heal properly, and believe in yourself here that you can be more, you can get more, you are worthy of more. Okay. This is all about there could be some avoidance here, manipulation here. This is you not using all of your tools. Okay, all of your, it's like when you're in it, it's hard to take a step back and see what tools you're missing, right? So I totally get that. But what's blocking you is not having enough self-confidence. What's blocking you is not taking the initiative. What's blocking you is feeling like you are the prize and you are the one who should be solely chased here, okay? Of course you're the prize, of course. But there has to be an equal give and take, okay? And I feel like since you've had an imbalance with love, you don't want an equal give and take. You want this person to show up and sweep you off your feet and just prove themselves. But in turn, you have to prove yourself as well, right? And you're not showing up confident here. As much as you may think you are, you're not. Your insecurities are on display. Because when you talk, it's going against everything, your actions. You say one thing, but your actions are totally different here, and you're not being completely honest. There is manipulation here. I feel like you have to manipulate in order to see someone's true colors or to like test them or something like that, but that's what's blocking you. I feel like sometimes you may see red flags that aren't there. Also, this is saying you see the red flags too late, and you may stay longer than you need to here as well. Okay, now what you need to do to improve your love life here with the Ace of Cups, you need to open up emotionally and allow new love to just flow. Let things naturally flow. Don't try to control everything. Don't come in like you know everything about love. Just let it flow. Don't come in with, oh, it's supposed to be like this, it's supposed to be like that. Everyone is different. Everyone doesn't show their love the same way here, okay? The Ace of Cups says your heart needs to soften, open, allow new emotional beginnings here, okay? This includes healing old wounds, okay? You wouldn't want someone coming into your life that has completely open wounds, okay? We are going to have a scar there. It's going to be healing. You at least want it to be a scab on it and healing, okay? You don't want to come into a relationship where the wound is just freshly open and still bleeding, okay? Just like you wouldn't want that, you don't want to show up like that either, collective, okay? You want to come in at least with a scab on, okay? Because we're not ever going to be fully healed. We're healing, okay? And then once we do get to the point of healing, we still have that scar there, right? So we're always reminded of it, but we don't have to dwell on it, right? And so let love in. Let love in and get out more. Get out. How are you going to find love if you're not going out? If you're always home, if you're always building your career, if you're always, doing things by yourself here. You will get the love that you want if you really pour into yourself. You really start to heal here, and you got to give up your heart a little bit in order to get the love that you want. I'm not saying you have to put 100% of your heart into it, collective, but you at least got to give 20% in the beginning. I always tell people this. If you give 20% or 30% in dating, just make it feel like 80%. Okay? It don't have to be 80%. It don't have to be 100%. That person does not know what 100% looks like from you. Okay? So show up. Okay, be more emotionally expressive. You'll be surprised at how many people will value that and appreciate that. Okay, now, of course, use your discernment, of course. Allowing yourself to feel instead of suppressing your emotions, okay? And trying to be so logical here, okay? Trusting intimacy again, all right? This is about emotional renewal, vulnerability, and saying yes to love if you really want it. Don't put yourself out there if you know you're still really, really jaded, okay? I think we're always going to be a little bit jaded and always have like questions in the back of our head just because, life be lifing, okay? We get betrayed by family members, by friends, by coworkers. So it's really hard to trust people in general, right? But yeah, so Spirit is saying, in order for you to get the love that you want, you have to be more open, okay? You can't manipulate and test everybody in every situation, because if you do that, the red flags, you're going to create red flags that aren't there. For instance, if you test someone who didn't need to be tested, you may create something that's not even there, okay, based off of that. Because when you test people or you manipulate people, it changes them, okay? Don't be the person you're jaded from, okay? Don't turn into the people that hurt you, okay? Don't play the same games they were playing. What's blocking you is playing games. What's blocking you is not communicating properly. What's blocking you is not allowing the other person to show their worth. I feel like the moment, they mess up or they do something you don't like, it is automatic. Oh, I'm not going to be with them. I'm going to be with them on my terms. I'm going to play games. And Spirit is also saying, I tell you guys this all the time. Spirit is also saying, you don't have to jump out there and just be in a relationship. You can enjoy a person, enjoy their company, get to know them, and truly, truly get to know them without having sex with them without being in a solid, firm relationship. You can have something lighthearted. Let it flow. Let it come natural. So conclusion is, let it come natural here, okay? Be open to healing. Be open to change here, okay? Do the work to start healing properly here. Yes, you can do all this on your own. Emotionally, you are fulfilled with your own life, your own home. You've created a beautiful stability for yourself. Whoever you are, you have a beautiful home. You have, if you have kids, your kids love you, your work loves you, but you're holding on to exes or an ex, or you're holding on to love baggage. And Spirit is saying that is why you're not attracting the people that you want. Okay, you can't expect them to show up 100% healed and good, and then you're showing up with an open wound, still bleeding here. Because these two, you're still bleeding. You haven't healed because you are resisting it, okay? You're putting it out your mind. You're putting it off. You're like, oh, I'm good. This is you saying, oh, I'm good. I'm over this. I'm over that. You're not over it. You're not over it. It sounds good. It sounds good to say out loud, but you're not over it. You're still reading old text messages. You're still dwelling on things. You're still showing up with the same bad habits. And you're expecting new results. It's not going to happen, okay? Sorry I had to be so harsh, okay? But if you're coming here, remember, I am a big sister, okay? I'm one of 7. I'm second to the oldest. I have many younger siblings under me. Even though I'm second to the oldest, I get treated like the oldest, okay? I am always going to give big sister advice, mommy advice, okay? And you need to heal, and you need to put out what you expect to get in return, okay? I hope this resonated for someone. Let me know in the comments. And I keep telling you all, you all are tuning in, but you're lurking. If you're feeling my vibe, subscribe, but also give me some advice in the comments. What spread you want to see? If things resonate, I need to know so I know what you all want, okay? Because I want this channel to grow, and I want to give you all variety, okay? But let me know in the comments if it resonated for you. And sorry if this was harsh. And until your next reading, you all take care. Bye.